Folks, Tay, old St. Louis, man, it's famous for its barbecue. Well, we went out there and enjoyed ourselves some barbecue chicken, some barbecue battle chickens last week. Speaking of barbecue, there's some brisket coming to town, being shipped from South Texas out of some cow pastures out our way this week. I used to have a buddy. He's from Texas. He's very similar to our buddies down there in the cow pasture, Brahma bullpen. And he brought us over to his house to cook out. He had these burgers. He's like, these are very special burgers. These burgers are so special. You don't know anything about these Texas burgers. And I said, okay, what is it, brother? And he said, they're steak. They're steak burgers. And I said, brother, they're all steak burgers. What the hell are you talking about? This is DC Defender Show next. Hey, what's going on there? DMV faithful and beyond. It's your guy, Aric from the DC Defender Show. I can't believe I'm having to do this again, having to pop in here by myself again on short notice. Hey, in the future, we'll just say, if you want to know when the UFL news is going to break, exactly when, if you want to know when the next major coach is going to quit, just ask us on Twitter, on the timeline. Hey, when are you guys planning on recording DC Defender Show this week? What day and time? Because that always seems to be the exact time when news breaks. It's right when we're recording. And so right when we're done, there's something that's topical that we should cover. Wade Phillips, coach of the San Antonio Brahmas, leaving the team today on the way on into DC. I love me some Wade Phillips, man. I hope everything is all right with him and everything is good going forward. League of Opportunity, Peyton Pardee steps in as the head coach. We only refer to Wade Phillips just a little bit in the episode that's coming up. Battlehawks review, Brahmas preview coming up with me and Tay, by the way, like always. And nothing really has changed about what we talked about in that show. Peyton Pardee, he had stepped in actually this past week as the interim head coach. Of Wade Phillips was out with an illness and did a very good job. And it's the best of the Brahmas have ever looked all year. So in a certain type of way, this could make them a little bit more threatening to have him in there full time. That's the best they've looked all years when they were with him. And so that will carry on forward. On the other hand, it does play into what I talk about in the show, which is let's not let them believe for even 1 second that they can save their season. I'm going to be out there like Coach Yost from Remember the Titans. I don't want them to gain another yard. Don't let them get a blade of grass for free. Do not let them think they have a chance for even a second. They're going to be coming in here having, being 0-3, having lost their head coach, season on the line. Stomp them out. Take it out of them. Don't let them have even a ray of hope for even a single second with the new start with Peyton Pardee. Don't let it be a spark. Don't let it be in anything. Jump on them early. Punch them out. Let's get these guys up out of here. DC Defender Show with me and Tay coming at you right now. Let's get it. All right, we're in here. DC Defender Show, United Football Media. Me and your guy Tay, DMV, Cronin Bread. We're here for the people, by the people. Well, it's a big week here in DC Defender land. We told you there was a lot of things that happened this week that happened. We told you the game, in some cases in stressful ways, went the way that we said things might go. I think really right off the top, right, somewhat mea culpa, somewhat not. The Jordan Tiamu experience just continued rolling on down the road this week, didn't it? Because this man leads the league in passing yardage. He still ain't got over 50% complete. It was 45% completion again this week. Yeah. But big plays were made. Touchdowns were thrown. We started the game off. He misses. It ain't possible for there to be a more wide open touchdown pass. He misses it. I'm losing my mind because I'm like, we cannot afford to do this against this number one team in the UFL. Then the next series, he comes out. He throws a seed on third down the sideline. Incredible throw. He made all kinds of amazing throws throughout this game. And it was kind of like, oh, well, there was the amazing throw, so now we're due for the interception next. It was just back and forth all the time. Tiamu made enough plays to win the game. It's crushing my whole soul that it is still 45% completion. Behind, I was correct, by the way. Pulled up the PFF grades right now. Our pass blocking overall, the line overall got a 70 pass blocking grade, which is phenomenal. Which is like 60 is solid. Like you have a good pass protection offensive line if you get a 60 PFF grade, and this line averages 70. So this is by far the best pass protection in the league. Especially, man, you watch some of these other games. Oh my God, this is by a mile the best, cleanest pockets that anybody has to operate out of. So much kudos to the offensive line. Again, that ability to pass protect played a huge role in our ability to win this game. The things that we said needed to happen, they happened. We're right off the bat. We are in control. We are pressuring Manny Wilkins. We are whacking Manny Wilkins. We are putting it on him. We are making him make mistakes. We did a fantastic job of making him make mistakes and making him throw interceptions. He threw a bunch. Did not have a good game. Their whole offense was basically shut down. The whole offense rushing yardage total was under 30 yards, all the rest of the players combined other than Manny Wilkins. Like we were all over them. And there were some plays too, I was thinking of it, we would run on first down and their defenders would be on top of our running back almost the instant he got the ball. They were shooting the gap so hard. I said, and people will look at that and be like, well, that's it failing. No, that's the running game succeeding. Because if you got people crashing that hard, if you have people committing that hard to the running game, that's what we want. The point is to get the defensive players to commit to crashing on that running back. So when Tiamu pulls it out, then they're stuck. It's starting to, I hope it's starting to come together. I hope, we can help here. Everybody look past surface level understanding of football. Like even if the play goes for a loss, the fact that they have 3 guys crashing on that play with no other responsibility shows that's what we want them to do. We just want them to pay attention to the run game. And that's exactly what they were doing. And it worked out good for them on a few plays. Hey, love the heart. They're Abram Smith. Abram Smith had a badass run towards the end of the game too, to kind of seal it, kind of turn the tide. Good. So, he got his licks in as well, even though there was a lot of big blown up plays in the backfield. Again, man, as long as the defense is crashing on those plays, paying attention to them, dedicating multiple players to having no other responsibilities in the defensive scheme, that's what we want. We're going to play off of that later on in the season. Everything came together the way it needed to come together. Phenomenal win. There's no doubt, should be no doubt left in anybody's mind. This is the number 1 team in the UFL right now. This is the number 1 defense in the UFL right now. That Battlehawks offense came out there and did whatever they wanted to every other team they played. Not this week. Not this week. They had a couple of drives where they looked that way. Jacob Sailors, he got a couple of licks in off a couple of passes. I'm not going to deny. But overall, our defense bullied that big, shiny, beautiful offense that they got over there, and they made Manny Wilkins look mortal. We have been saying this whole year, he's been the standout. Him and the receiver for the Memphis Showboats have been the 2 guys who look like they should probably be in the NFL right now. And he didn't look like it this week. He looked like he was playing a notch above defense. And that's what we've said this whole year. This defense is going to be the best. Hey, shout to Blake Williams, man. Called a hell of a game. A hell of a game. You got to step into that role 4 days in advance of playing the best team in the league. Well, who everybody thought was the best team in the league before they got cooked up this week by the DC Defenders. You got to step in off of 3 days and call the defensive scheme against the best offense in the league. And you did that to them. Hell of a job, Blake Williams. It looks like we're probably going to be in good hands going forward. I loved everything about this game. It was the best game of the season so far for the UFL. Did huge numbers on UFL viewership. Averaged nearly 1 million viewers going up against the Masters Sunday, same day. So people know this is the marquee. This is the marquee rivalry. They were the marquee team. And we are the marquee bullies that came in there, busted them in the mouth. Lovely. What do you got to say about it, Tay?
Yeah, we pretty much called the game. It's a good thing to see. We're losing multiple coaches and we still haven't lost a game. I would call that pretty impressive. And I do like how much we've been running the ball. As of recent, it's been increasing week by week. Deion Jackson had a nice and efficient game, 8 carries, 54 yards. Abram Smith got the ball a lot, and that's what I want. Abram Smith and Deion Jackson should get the ball a ton. They should.
Just real quick, I have to say it because this has been a theme. Deion Jackson, 9 snaps, 8 carries. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all have to stop this, man.
I mean,
if I can pick it out, one of these defensive coordinators is going to pick it out. Wade Phillips most likely is going to pick it out. Like, come on. But anyway, no, he did good. He looked good though. He did a damn good job.
Yeah, I mean, like he's very fit. Like you would think that they would notice that, but
7 yards a carry. Deion Jackson was a bad man. Yeah.
Yeah, he always has a good game to me. So I guess it doesn't matter. Because it's kind of like if you got, great talent on the field, especially at like running back, they're getting the ball. I mean, that's what makes them good. You can't stop them. So I just feel like it's one of them situations. I mean, every time he gets in the game, he does just fine. He's very efficient. So, hasn't really been stopped so far.
Go ahead.
Ty Scott
the ball. Michael Ojemudia, 92 PFF.
Oh, yeah.
He was a monstrosity on this weekend. We told you about him coming into the season. This Sunday, 92 PFF, got an interception, was just a beast. Was unstoppable, shutting down everything. Our best overall defensive graded player, well, to me, because this is how I do it, is snaps versus grade. So DeAndre Baker played 43 snaps and still had a 65 grade. That's an excellent game to me. Bryce Thompson, the slot corner, had 38 snaps, 72 grade. Derek Roberson, I feel like we say his name every single week. He is really developing into a dominant player. 35 snaps, 78 grade. Did a fantastic job. Our main man, Momo Sanogo, leading the team in tackles once again, called that out as well. He is a beast. Lovely. What do you think of what the defense did to this big-time Battlehawks offense?
The defense did what they normally do. It's been all season where the defenses came through yet again, and offense played their part. This is just the most complete game. Like Derek Roberson is one of the best DNs in the league. I mean, you notice him if you watch. He's just really good out there. TFLs and just impacts the game like in the backfield, especially against the Battlehawks offense. I don't think people expected. Well, we knew, but most people didn't expect us to beat them by double digits.
Imposed our will. Our will.
Mm-hmm.
In their house.
Exactly. Yeah, we showed them. Like, I know they want to play us again bad. I know they do. Because they got dominated. The Battlehawks did not look. That's probably their worst game on the season. Like, if I had to guess, that's probably going to be the worst game.
Definitely. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So I know they want to play us again. We'll be ready for it. Like, the defense comes through every week. We get by on offense. I mean, it's just fine. Like the way we're winning right now is just fine. Might have to
should be better by that point.
It should be better.
We'll have more chemistry with Blake Williams in there. So also shout out to a new little pun, new kid on the block. There's Sam Kidd. Coverage grade could have been better, but guy was a big time playmaker, man. 5 tackles, a tackle for loss, the interception that sealed the game. Welcome to the fold. Sam Kidd came back to the team because of some injuries. He got cut in the preseason, came back because of some injuries. Then some injuries had him on the field, and he played damn well, making plays. And then, of course, our man, Anthony Hines, 5 tackles. Again, tied for the league, tied for the team lead, the defensive captain out there, getting it done. It's all the names that you know. Other than Sam Kidd, welcome to the fold. Happy to see you out there. Thank you for all the plays you made. Hey, we got ourselves a little problem, though.
Think so?
Your man, who you were 100% right about, Ty Scott, looking like he broke his arm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a That's a problem, because the problem before the season was, do we have a true wide receiver group? Do we have a true wide receiver one? There were some questions. You thought we did, and then we did, and now even he's gone. And so this group is now even thinner than my concerns before the year. It looks like Tiamu likes Cornell Powell a lot. Powell only got 3 catches for 20 yards, but he did catch a touchdown, and he had 8 targets on the game, which led the team. And our guy that we told you about in the offseason, Briley Moore, is getting involved. 3 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Was the second leading receiver on Sunday. Where does this go, Tay? Is it Cornell Powell? Is it Javon Antonio, who we talked about? Is it Jaden Mickens? I'm worried, man. I'm worried about this receiving situation now.
So like we've been saying the whole season, we want to run the ball, and we're not even completing more than 20 passes, anyways. So I mean,
so that's the answer. Receive the ball into the stomach of Deion Jackson and Abram Smith.
Maybe we need to throw targets out the backfield. I mean, that would, that's a good way to make up for it. I like Chris Rowland still. He had like 9 targets, so just didn't connect. It was just one of those games where it was just off. So that kind of shows me who it will be. It's gonna be Chris Rowland. I do like that going forward. I don't know how long Ty Scott will be out, but
I mean, he broke his arm. He's probably done for the year. At least 6 weeks.
Yeah. It's a weird timetable. Yeah, but I mean, I do like Chris Rowland. He's been playing good for us all year long, and we'll just have to. Someone else have to step up. Like I said, I think we should get Deion Jackson the ball more, because to me, he is like, I think he needs to be involved a little bit more.
The standout playmaker so far.
Exactly.
Abram Smith has been a beast, but Deion Jackson is doing good things basically every time he touches the ball. So
we should give him the ball at the backfield a little more. That'd be a good way to make up for at least some of what Ty Scott does, and Chris Rowland will just have to step up. And I do think he'll step up as soon as next week.
Speaking of next week, speaking of things that are broken, I think that's going to be the key. I refuse to take the Brahmas lightly, at least at this point. They're fighting for their season this week, and they still have the players. They still have the names, and they looked a lot better this week. Kellen Mond looked a lot better this week. Anthony McFarland looked a lot better this week. The offense in general looked way better this week. And there's some. I'll let our brothers down in the cow pasture cover that one. I think maybe they're playing a little bit more towards their strengths now than they were before with the OC change. So it's not, they're going to be fighting for their lives. So to me, when I say break, we have to break their spirit right off. If we let them have any hope, it's going to be a dangerous situation. The Defenders are 7-point favorites, which makes us, because we're at home, so it's really 4-point favorites. Still a little bit steep for me. I know everybody's saying out there the Brahmas haven't won a game. They're this, they're that. Their defense is giving up 1 million points a game. I get it, but things can change fast, and they still got the guys. They still got the names. The players are still there. It's been a lot of pressure. It's been a lot of mental mistakes. But I think they kind of got it together last week, and things just didn't work out right at the very, very end of the game. It was a last-second field goal that won the game for the Michigan Panthers. I'm not going to take them lightly. I think we're going to get the job done, but what I'm saying is we need to get on top of them fast. Take advantage of that rickety defense, break their spirits, get them to start giving up, because if they lose this game, the season's kind of might be pretty much over, because they're going to have to pretty much go undefeated the rest of the way if they lose this game. So get on top of them fast and get them to give up. That's, to me, is the key to this game. Get them to start looking forward. Because if you let them hang around and let them fight for their lives, things could get a little spicy in the second half. I think we should be able to handle it, but we cannot take this lightly at all. What do you think about this week's game, Tay?
You should go into the game a bit different. We were just talking about it. With the loss to Ty Scott, you should make this game as easy as possible. Like short passes, quick passes, passes out the backfield, running the ball. I need to see stuff like that. And I think we'll be just fine. I think we can beat the Brahmas off the quick game. Now, it is a trap game, though. I can admit that it is a trap game.
This right here, right? We're talking about how this is the best team in the league and this is a good team. Well, good teams go in there and they handle business in games like this.
Exactly.
So let's see what it's really about.
Yeah. Because, I don't want to beat the Stallions and the Battlehawks, then lose to the Brahmas. Because then now, how then good
there's questions. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep, absolutely.
So, that I think that'll be the key. I trust the defense. I'm pretty much positive the defense will play a good game. We don't need perfect or great. Well, they'll play a good enough game for it. Definitely hold the Brahmas to under 20. I feel like that's I think we can score 20 on them. They've been giving it up. So I guess that's the number. Defense hold under 20, offense score more than 20. That would be my number going into week 4 against the Brahmas. And it's in DC. They're not gonna come in DC and be it could be close. I do think it'll be a close game. The Brahmas definitely looked a lot better last week than they did the first 2 weeks. They don't look like the worst team anymore. But I got this being a close game, but I'm gonna lean in defenders here. I just see a 4-0 start going forward. I don't think we should lose to the Brahmas.
I'm thinking 20-12. That's what I'm going to go with.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
If this defense can force the Battlehawks into all those mistakes and all that frustration, then you damn sure better be able to force Kylan Mond and this Brahmas offense into some frustration, some mistakes.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, hey, if you guys go in there and lock in and handle business, should be able to handle business. But we'll see about that. This has been DCDS from United Football Media. Me and Tay, we go tell me about it every week. That's the main overall wraparound show. We're also part of the DAR Sports Media crew. So if you like what we do here, check us out over there. Just put DAR Sports Media up in the search bar. And YouTube, please be advised, we do some cussing over there. A couple of fudges and a couple of shoots getting dropped here and there. Right now we're doing NFL draft coverage. This week we're going to do a full breakdown of Mel Kiper's last NFL draft mock draft. Surprise, Tay, I just informed you of that. So that's what we're doing over there this week. Also, we have NBA podcasts, we have wrestling podcasts, combat sport, everything. After you check out all of the fine podcasts here on the United Football Media, go check us out on DAR Sports Media. Throw us a sub over there. We appreciate you guys. Again, anything specific you want to see covered here, just put it down in the comments, because this is for the people, by the people. It is the DC Defender Show on United Football Media.